Hi everyone! I am coming to you today with a gift tag because I have Secret Santa at my job, so I wanted to make a gift tag. I saw this bag at Target, and this is going to be the gift bag that I'm going to use, and it's going to be my color inspiration. And I just realized I need to turn the light on so you guys can see. There you go, now you can see it better. So this is my color inspiration and kind of like the design inspiration. It has that retro look that I've been liking a lot lately. And I'm going to be using the Gina K mini wreath builder set and the Mama Elephant retro labels for Christmas. So here is this, and I already cut everything down to make it easier, so you guys wouldn't have to be tortured with me trying to cut everything down. So this is the stamp set. It is the Mama Elephant retro labels. I'm not sure when it came out, but I'm going to be using this one that says special delivery from the North Pole, 1225. So I'm just going to get that out and put that in the center. And I already picked out my inks too to save some time and so you guys didn't have to see a whole bunch of my arms. So I'm going to put the greeting right about there more than likely. So now I know I have an approximation of where I'm going to have that at. And I am going to use this stamp set that came with the mini wreath builder because I'm going to use a lot of these little images for it. I'm definitely going to use the snowflake, and I'm not sure what else yet, but we're just going to start here and see what I come up with. So since I know I want to do the snowflake, I think I'll go ahead and start with the snowflake. Now, I've never actually used a wreath builder, so this is my first time. I'm learning with you guys. When I'm working with snowflakes, I like to leave them a little, I don't like to have them lined up so that they're symmetric. I like to have them offset a little bit because I think it looks more natural that way. So for my inks, I'm going to be using Distress Oxide, and I think for the snowflake, I'm going to use the Tumbled Glass, because I felt like that went really well with the light blue that was in the bag. So we're going to do that. Let me take off my little greeting. So I've seen lots of people using this, so I was excited to get it myself and finally use it. I think I'm going to do the snowflake on every turn. You can choose to do 4 turns or 2 turns. You can choose to do it as much as you want. My snowflake is going to go off of the corner. I'm actually okay with that. I like things to go off of the edge because then I feel like it just makes the design look like it's actually a scene. And like I said, I'm learning how to use this. This is my first time using this. I'm not going to be speeding this up because I'm actually recording this live. So there won't be any speeding up, and I missed a turn somewhere. So let's see. Was it this turn that I missed? I think it was this turn that I missed. No. So I'm going to have to keep going through and figure out which turn I missed. So maybe talking and stamping at the same time may not be a good thing for me. So let's see. We'll just keep going around. Until I figure out which one I missed. It must have been one like this. Let's see here. No. Yes, here we go. So it must have been this one that I missed. So let's go ahead and do that. And since I know it was that one, I'm going to go ahead and turn that around like so. Make sure I get plenty of ink on my stamp. There we go. So we got the start here. And you can just leave that in there while you take your stamps off. So what I'm going to do is actually, I have a big acrylic block. I'm just going to put the stamps that I use on here and set it aside. And then I'll just take a old paper towel, just wipe this down really quick. So for my other images, let's see here. I think I will do, I was thinking that would be a filler. I think I'll do this little holly leaf. So let's do that. And we could have that come in right about here. No, I'm thinking I don't want the holly leaf now. Let's see. Maybe, I think I like this twig. We'll do this twig. So I'm just gonna line that up right about there. And I think for that, I think I will do do I want to do the Twisted Citron or do I want to do the Lucky Clover? I think I'll do the Twisted Citron. So we'll do the Twisted Citron for that. And then let me just get my little stamp back for the center. Yep, that'll look good. I don't care if it overlaps. I don't know if I'm going to heat emboss yet or if I'm going to do something else. I think I am going to tape this down though, so that way it doesn't move in there in my MISTI. On my MISTI, I actually use the mouse pad. I like using that because then I can just clean that off really easy. So we're just going to do this really quick, and there we go. So we're going to use Twisted Citron for this green branch. And I probably am going to have images overlapping. I think that'll be nice. But we'll see. Now the white paper that I'm using, it is the Neenah Solar White in the 80 pound. I've decided I'm not going to use this one for the Copic coloring. I'm actually going to use the 110 pound. So I'm just going to use this for little projects like this, or for layering pieces that would go on the front of the card that aren't going to require Copic coloring. Because I just feel like for me that's going to be a better option. But everybody has their own opinion and what they want to do and what they use. I know some people that I watch on YouTube, they use the 80 pound for coloring. I think I'm just a little too heavy-handed when I do my Copic coloring to use the 80 pound. So, because I used it for the Mama Elephant Mini Agenda Christmas card, I used the 80 pound. And I did actually have a lot of bleeding out from that. So, I actually didn't show that in the video. But I did have a lot of bleeding out on that, and I just fixed it with my Copic colorless blender. In the future, I probably will show when I do make some mistakes, just so you can see how you can fix them. But so far, I'm liking how this is turning out. I like the bright colors. I think it will go really well with my gift bag that I picked up. So there's that. Now I definitely want to use the red, which was going to be the berries, but I do think I want to bring in the other blue. So maybe, let's see here. Or maybe this is enough because of how small this card is. Unless I do... this is getting a little hard to figure out what I want to do here. Could bring that one in, but I feel like that would be too much. What about just a little leaf by itself? Maybe to go, no, I don't think that'll look right. And I think that the berries should probably go right in there, or maybe in there. Maybe I will just do the berries and leave it with the berries. Well, let's see here. Let's put some berries. Unless we think we can get the berries and a leaf in. Because I did want to bring in the broken... I was thinking that the broken china would look good to go with like that kind of a blue or something in between. And then I did have this lucky clover. I was kind of hoping I would be able to use everything. But it looks like, oh, wait a minute. Let's see here. Maybe I can do this here in one of the colors and then do the berries off to the side a little bit, and we can have this overlap a little bit. But I'm not sure how I'm going to bring in that broken china, because I'm not sure I want to do the holly leaf in the broken china. But let me put back this little berry stamp before I lose it, because if anybody would lose a small stamp, it would be me. So we put that aside. So let's see, do I have another small leaf? I do have another small leaf, or maybe I could just do 2 leaves. And then do the berries off of the 2 leaves. Because it is kind of like a traditional look. So maybe I can put it there. I didn't want a whole lot of the darker green. So let me look at this again. Maybe right about there. Let's do it right about there. I think that'll look nice. So we're just going to ink that little guy up. And I will go ahead and use the Lucky Clover on this little guy as I drop the lid for it. Now I did lose some of my detail on that because I pushed just a little bit too hard. So this is a pretty finely detailed stamp. Probably just need to use, probably should have used, instead of using the Distress Oxide, I probably should have used a dye ink to get that detail. But that's okay. I'm okay with this. I actually like it. But in the future, I'll know that when I'm using this stamp set, I will want to use the dye ink so that I won't lose the detail that's in the center of the leaf. But this looks good. I'm happy with this. We're just going to have to figure out where to put the little berries. And if I can find a way to put that broken china in here, because I do want to put that broken china in here, because I think that'll look really nice. I am heavy-handed when I stamp. I should have known when I was picking this out. But I really wanted to use my Distress Oxide inks. So I took a chance, and it is what it is. But I actually like how it's looking. So there is the last one of that. I'm going to take that guy off, put him on my little acrylic block. And I'm putting them on the acrylic block so that I can clean them. And I'll just clean all of them at once instead of separately. Just makes it easier for me. So let's see if we can figure out how to get the broken china in. And my candied apple is going to be, I'm going to use candy apple for the berries. But let's see if I can figure out how to include in the broken china. Let's see here. I think that maybe do the snowflake in another color. But then it won't show up necessarily everywhere. Let's see here. I'm definitely going to do the berries, but I'm thinking I'm going to do the berries so that they're right there. What's this guy? I don't think that would work very well. I may have to just not use the broken china. Let's just go without the broken china for right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and figure out where I want these berries at. Because I just want them to be nestled in here somewhere. But I'm not sure where. I really feel like the berries are just like a filler. I don't have a lot of places for filler in this. I know usually like the berries will be at the bottom of the holly, but I don't think I want to go inside that little area because we already are going to have where this is going to go like this. So this is already going to overlap a good portion or part of what I am stamping. Because I am just going to stamp right over this. I'm not going to die cut anything or do anything like that. So maybe, looks like there's a little open space here, or I could put it up here. I think I'll put it right there. We're going to go with right there. That'll be nice. As my little tag wanted to take a run for it. Sorry, little tag. No freedom for you. So we're going to use the candied apple for the berries and try not to press too hard. Because that is like my thing. I tend to push too hard. I color too much. Like I'm too aggressive with my coloring. See there, I pressed too hard and I wasn't even trying. So we're just gonna go through, put the berries on, and then we'll take a step back, see what we think about this. So far, I am liking it. Because I still feel like it does have a little bit of that retro feel. I think it'll go well with my bag. And hopefully the person who gets it will appreciate it. So I don't think that they know that I make handmade cards. A lot of the other people in my department know that I do. But I'm not sure that she does. So I'm finding that if you're going to use the Distress Oxide with the little berries, just tap the ink pad a couple of times, swing your MISTI door, just barely touch it, and voila. That is how you're going to get the best impression. If you press too much, you're going to get that. So I think that looks pretty good. I am feeling like it's still missing something. I'm not sure what. I'm going to go ahead and put my berries over on my little block. Sorry, I hit the camera there. Maybe I will go ahead and stamp the center of it. So that way I can really get, because that might be why I'm thinking I need something else and I really don't. And I just smudged my tag a little bit because the red wasn't completely dry. Now the one thing that I do like about the Distress Oxide is you can layer them. So I'm going to use my black soot for my greeting, because I think that'll look very nice. I was going to use my Lawn Fawn Licorice ink, but I don't think that'll work layering it on top of the Distress Oxide ink, and I don't have time really to sit down and redo this again if it doesn't work. So we're just going to do this, and instead of doing the instead of doing the Lawn Fawn, I was also thinking about potentially, okay, I know I have black ink in here, so there may be a slight change of plan here because there is not that much ink coming off on my black soot, which is weird because I've rarely used it. And that did not stamp as nicely as I would want it to, and I'm kind of scared to do this again, but I'm gonna have to. So hopefully I'll get a nice impression this next time and everything will be lined up good. Oh good, everything lined up good. There we go. You know what, after putting that in there, I think I actually like this just the way it is. I don't really think it needs anything else. So I think we're going to keep that just the way it is. I'm going to go ahead and move this stamp off to my little cleaning place. And then I'm just going to go ahead and close this up, move this off to the side because we don't need that anymore. So all that is left for me to do, I already cut down some Simon Says stamp. It came from the card kit, the last card kit. It's not candied apple. Maybe it is. But anyway, it's this bright red. It might be lipstick red. I can't remember. It's not schoolhouse red. I know that. And we are going to attach this onto here. And then I will have a nice cute tag. I'll add some string at some point, but I am not going to do that right this very second while I have you guys on here, because I don't think you guys really need to see that. So I'm going to use my dot liner that I got from Simon Says Stamp that Jennifer McGuire used to use a lot of. I don't know if she still does use this or not, but I really like it. I have the refills for it. So we're just going to cover the back of this. Hope I didn't smear anything. I didn't. Yay. And then we are just going to line this up. And voila, we have a gift tag. I see where I smeared some red right there. Let me see if I can get rid of that with my Tombow Mono eraser. Usually I have an issue with this. In all honesty, I rarely am able to get anything off with this, but it actually seems to be working this time. So that is nice. There we go. It got rid of most of it. I can still see some of it, but I am not going to be that concerned about it. And then I have a little boo-boo right over here. So let's see if I can get that up too. Of course, I could be pushing my luck. And there we go. I have a gift tag ready to go. I honestly don't know what string I'm going to use. That is why I did not put any, why I'm not going to record that, because I really don't know what I'm going to use, and it's going to take me quite a while to find it. But there you go. There is a quick and easy little gift tag. Didn't take that long. Not that many supplies, and you can do them in a hurry. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time. If you like the video, make sure that you click like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Bye guys, see you later.